to the channel, my Young and the Restless fans. Hopefully you're having a wonderful hump day Wednesday. We've reached the middle of this week. We got some drama unfolding on the Young and the Restless, and you know what? We got to talk about it, but I'm going to give you a couple highlights, and then we're going to unpack everything. We see Nikki worrying about Seth drinking, Lauren dragging Jack in to offer support. We meanwhile see Victoria kind of have a reflection moment when it comes to Claire's situation and the comparison included with Adam. And then Cricket wants to end things after what she saw with that kiss between Danny and Phyllis. So without any further ado, let's talk about this drama in Genoa City for January 17th. So let's start out over at Crimson Lights, where we see Nikki confiding in Lauren about her concerns about whether or not Seth is drinking and whether it's her fault. Now, Lauren reassures her that she's not responsible for Seth's choices and suggests taking things one day at a time. Guess who comes through the door? Smiling Jack interrupts the conversation, offering his support to Nikki. And of course, after her acting squirrely, and Lauren is pretty much rattled because she feels that she's in over her head trying to help Nikki, she now wants to let Jack in on the fact that Nikki has been drinking again. And of course, being in a public place, they didn't want to have this conversation, so they take off to go back to Jack's house. So now we got Victoria. She's still processing this Claire situation. She have a discussion with Victor, and they have a heartfelt conversation about parenthood. Now, what's interesting is the parallel comparison between Claire and Adam and their background, how they were brought up, not knowing their family. And Victor have some regrets over the years of Hope raising Adam by himself. And of course, Victoria just couldn't help throwing a little bit of shade in there. But what was interesting is Victor was talking about how, they're not in a good place and all this. And I'm thinking like, well, I thought you guys were. You were so proud of him and how he and Nicholas are working together. Okay, Victor, obviously, he still has some doubts. In regards to Victoria, she kind of see the parallel, but she's trying to figure these things out. Nikki comes into the ranch and she is rattled, and of course they're concerned about what's going on with her. She's concerned about Seth. Now Victor, she's concerned about another man. Okay, now we know it's about drinking, but I think this is going to change into something else down the road, and who knows, Jordan is probably behind all of it. She interrupts their family moment. Victor and Nikki discuss Seth's sobriety, with Victor advising Nikki not to answer his messages if he indeed has broken his sobriety. And of course, Victor is trying to be like, look, you need to focus on yourself. If he's breaking down, he also need to get help, and it's not from you. Well, now we're over at the Abbott estate where they have some privacy. Jack and Lauren are concerned about Nikki's drinking and decide to work together. Lauren confides in Jack about the struggles that she's having, and they consider involving someone with a history of addiction like himself to offer real support. As we all know, we know that Jack had issues with taking pills and things like that. So of course, he's going to be concerned, and he definitely could help. The question is Victor going to be okay with that? Now, I'm assuming that he doesn't even want Seth pretty much in the picture. More than likely, and I could be wrong, Victor probably say, hey, worry about your own family business. But I'm hoping that Jack can lend a helping hand. And oh boy, let's swing back over to the Jazz Lounge where Christine caught Danny and Phyllis in a passionate kiss. And of course, after everything was over, she walked away. Danny decided to pretty much push Phyllis away and saying, hey, you still playing games. You're the same Phyllis. I don't want to be with you. I'm not interested. Upstairs, we see Cricket texting Nina that she need to have a conversation. And then we see Danny come upstairs, see Cricket, and comes over after kissing Phyllis 2 seconds ago. He goes in for a kiss with her, and Cricket give him the biggest fudge you've ever seen.
Gorgeous. Boy, am I glad to see you.
Oh, wait. What? Did you just get called away on an emergency? Is that why you suddenly have free time?
He goes and tries to explain himself, insisting that Phyllis set him up. But of course, Christine is skeptical. And you know what? The thing is, it doesn't really, after all that talking Danny is doing, it doesn't explain the kiss.
Still doesn't explain the kiss. Or was that your way of setting things straight? You know what? On second thought, it doesn't matter. Okay? I'm not going to play this game. I have zero interest in competing with Phyllis for your attention. And I know you're used to this, being on the road and with fans. And maybe it's something you like, but it's just not a road I want to go down.
Hey. Can we just go someplace? Just the two of us and dogs?
No. You need to figure out what the hell you want. And you need to do that without me.
I know what I want. I want you.
Do you? I mean, do you really want either of us, or is it just too much fun being in the middle?
No, this is not fun. Cricket, you know me better than that.
Or is it because you got caught? If you want to be with Phyllis, it's fine. I mean, it's crazy, but it's fine. It's your choice to make. You have to make it. Because the kiss I witnessed tells me you're not sure.
Crazy thing about this is that, you know what, he is a single man. I guess he can choose to do what he wish. However, this is not the first kiss. This is the second kiss. She don't even know about the first kiss. The other thing is, Cricket, I don't think your divorce is final yet. So maybe while you're telling him to figure that out, which he needs to do, you also need to finish cleaning up the situation with your divorce from Paul. Phyllis, I have something to say for you. Please don't throw yourself at that man. I mean, Tucker probably would be more than happy to have you as a, girlfriend, situationship, whatever it is. But I gotta say, Danny, yeah, that kiss explains that, you're still interested in Phyllis. And here's a slow-mo for you if you need to actually relook at that. Phyllis obviously, played her cards. I don't know if she actually won this hand because Danny is not happy with her. Cricket wants to end things for now, and it's going to be interesting to see what Danny does next. Is he going to continue to pursue Cricket? Or maybe will he turn to Phyllis? The chances are probably slim in that case. However, we do see that Cricket head over to talk to Nina, and Nina cannot believe that even Phyllis is a factor, especially with that kiss. And Cricket had to tell her, look, yeah, even though Phyllis was playing games, he was into that kiss passionately. So she's on to something there, and it's something definitely to consider before trying to move forward with Danny. Okay, so there you have it. Let me ask you guys a question. Drop down in the comment section. Do you think that Jordan is behind the situation with Seth, trying to reel Nikki in to be overly concerned, maybe to get into some type of an affair? What do you think about the parallel comparison between Claire and Adam? And then also Christine, Danny, and Phyllis. I'm telling you, it was something to that kiss. The way he was passionately kissing her and pulling her in and rubbing her back and all that. Christine saw exactly what she saw. On the flip side, Christine, you need to go get your divorce final. So they both have some work to do to clean up some messes. Anyway, Phyllis, though, she's pretty much single and solo dolo. She can do what she wants to. But I wish maybe she would kind of focus on Tucker. But I guess we'll have to see. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. Stick around for the Bold and the Beautiful recap. It's probably going to be some more good stuff. We're going to have Bill and Poppy and Lee and the drama that's coming up with that the rest of this week starting today. Also, to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel so you can receive all of the updates, all of the recaps, and everything, and you're notified. Turn on your notifications so you'll be notified once it's posted. And until the next one, we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.